Welcome back to the channel Top Liberty Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most powerful and fascinating topics in the world of numismatics, the legendary 1961 Liberty coin, a coin that many people have held in their hands without ever realizing its true historical importance and potential value. This is not just a small piece of metal, this is American history frozen in time, and in some rare cases it can be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition. Rarity and mint errors. When we talk about the 1961 Liberty coin, most collectors immediately think of the Liberty design that represents freedom, strength, and the foundation of the United States. The word Liberty on American coins has always symbolized national pride and identity, and by 1961 the United States was in the middle of a transformative era under President John F. Kennedy. The country was entering a new decade full of change, technology, growth, and global tension, and coins from this period carry that historical energy. The 1961 Liberty coin most commonly refers to coins like the Franklin half-dollar, which features Liberty through the powerful symbol of the Liberty Bell and was minted from 1948 to 1963, and also Liberty head designs that were still circulating in older collections by that time. The 1961 Franklin half-dollar was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, and proof versions were struck in Philadelphia for collectors. If you find a 1961 half-dollar with no mint mark, it was struck in Philadelphia. If it has a small d mint mark, it was struck at the Denver Mint. And proof coins have a mirror-like finish that stands out immediately under light. Now let us talk about value, because this is what excites collectors around the world. In circulated condition, a normal 1961 Franklin half-dollar may be worth slightly above its silver melt value because it contains 90% silver, but when you move into uncirculated grades, especially MS65, MS66 and above, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, the price begins to climb significantly. In high mint state grades, some examples have sold for several $1,000s, especially those with strong full bell lines, which means the horizontal lines at the bottom of the Liberty Bell are fully visible and sharply struck. Collectors pay premium prices for full bell line examples because they are rare and show exceptional detail in extreme top population grades. Auction records have reached tens of thousands of dollars, though prices like $78,797,649 would only be possible in a hypothetical scenario involving an ultra-rare error, unique historical significance, or a one-of-a-kind prototype piece. Such prices are not typical for standard 1961 issues, but rare mint errors dramatically change the story. Some 1961 Liberty coins have been discovered with double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or dramatic die breaks, and these errors can multiply value many times over. A strong double die on the date or lettering can bring hundreds or even thousands depending on visibility and condition. Collectors constantly search bank rolls, estate sales, and old family collections, hoping to discover such treasures, because sometimes valuable coins hide in plain sight. History also plays a major role in value. 1961 was during the Cold War. Space race tensions were rising and America was preparing for massive cultural shifts. Coins minted in this era represent a nation standing at a crossroads, and serious collectors appreciate coins not only for metal content but for historical context. The Franklin half-dollar design itself, created by John R. Sinnock, was the first regular issue coin to feature the Liberty Bell, and on the reverse you will notice a small eagle to the right, which was added to satisfy legal requirements that half-dollars must display an eagle. The design remained until it was replaced in 1964 by the Kennedy half-dollar, after the tragic assassination of President Kennedy, which immediately turned older half dollars, including 1961 issues, into nostalgic pieces of pre-Kennedy America. When evaluating your 1961 Liberty coin, condition is everything. Look for sharp hair details on Liberty or strong bell lines on the Franklin design. Check for luster, which is the natural shine of the mint surface. Avoid cleaning your coin because cleaning reduces value dramatically. Even light wiping can cause hairline scratches that graders will detect. Always store coins in protective holders, and if you suspect high-grade or rare error, submit to professional grading services. Authentication increases buyer confidence and market value dramatically. The silver content also gives intrinsic value because even if collector demand fluctuates, the silver melt value provides a price floor. When silver prices rise, these coins become even more attractive to investors. Many collectors combine numismatics with precious metal investing, creating dual demand, which strengthens long-term stability. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions And Stax Bowers have handled rare Franklin half dollars and other Liberty designs, proving that serious money flows through this market every year. Collectors compete fiercely for top-graded examples. Registry set builders especially drive prices upward because they want the finest known specimen in the world, and that competitive spirit pushes record prices. The dream of finding a life-changing coin keeps this hobby alive. Imagine opening an old box from your grandparents and discovering a pristine 1961 proof with deep cameo contrast, untouched for decades. Stories like that are real and they inspire new collectors daily. So check your coins carefully, study mint marks, inspect edges, and learn grading standards. Knowledge is power in the coin world, and the more you learn, the greater your chances of spotting value others overlook. Always remember, rarity plus condition plus demand equals price. Not every 1961 Liberty coin will make you rich, but the right one in the right condition absolutely can. And even if the financial value is modest, the historical value is priceless. You are holding a piece of 1961 America, a year filled with ambition, tension, innovation, and hope. That spirit lives inside the metal, and as collectors we preserve that legacy for future generations. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1961 Liberty coin and its market potential, make sure to subscribe to Coins. Stay curious, keep searching, and never underestimate the small change in your pocket, because history and hidden treasure might be closer than you think. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and misunderstood treasures in American pocket change, the legendary 1962 Liberty coin that collectors are searching for across the world. This is not just another old coin, this is history in metal, this is hidden wealth, this is the kind of discovery that can change an ordinary day into an unforgettable moment. And if you have ever checked your change or opened an old family coin jar, then this story is for you, because what looks like a simple 1962 coin could actually be worth thousands, and in rare cases even more, depending on condition, rarity, and mint state. We are talking about real money, real market value, and real collector demand. The 1962 coin was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when American coinage was still composed primarily of silver and copper blends, and when you hear Liberty on a coin, you are looking at a design that represents freedom, strength, and the identity of the United States since the early days of the nation. Many Liberty-themed coins have become iconic, from the Morgan dollar to the Walking Liberty half dollar and the Franklin half dollar. Each of these coins carries the word Liberty proudly, and the 1962 issue stands at the edge of a historic transition just before the United States removed silver from most circulating coinage in 1965, making early 1960s pieces especially desirable among collectors who value silver content and pre-clad coinage. The Denver Mint Mark D on a 1962 coin tells a story of mass production, yet within those millions of coins there are condition, rarities, and grading differences that separate an ordinary circulated piece from a high-grade mint state treasure. In circulated condition, a 1962 half dollar or silver denomination may trade close to its silver melt value depending on the market price of silver, but when we step into the world of uncirculated MS-65, MS-66, or even higher grades certified by top grading services, the price can climb dramatically, and that is where the excitement begins, because collectors are willing to pay strong premiums for coins with sharp strikes, blazing luster, and minimal contact marks. The current market for 1962 silver Liberty design coins fluctuates with silver prices, collector demand, and auction trends. In average circulated condition, values may range from modest silver melt figures to higher premiums if appeal is strong, but in certified high-grade condition, examples have sold for hundreds, and in exceptional cases even thousands of dollars, especially when preserved in near-perfect mint state. The key factor is grade, rarity, not just mintage, and that is something many new collectors do not realize. Millions were minted, but very few survive in flawless condition, untouched by circulation, untouched by cleaning, and free from damage. The history behind these Liberty coins connects directly to American economic changes of the early 1960s. This was a time of growth, optimism, and transformation in the United States, and coinage was about to change forever. By 1965, rising silver prices forced the government to remove silver from dimes and quarters and reduce it in half dollars, making pre-1965 coins like the 1962 highly desirable for both collectors and silver investors. When you hold one, you are holding a piece of pre-1965 silver era history, a tangible reminder of a time when everyday pocket change contained precious metal and intrinsic value beyond its face amount. Now let us talk about the big numbers, because Many people search online and see huge figures like $787,000 attached to rare coins, and they wonder, is it possible? Can a 1962D Liberty coin really reach extraordinary prices? The truth is, most 1962D coins will not reach such extreme numbers, but auction records have shown that ultra-rare errors, special proof-like examples, or coins graded at the absolute top of the population can command astonishing prices when two collectors compete in bidding wars condition. Population reports and I appeal determine everything. A common date can become uncommon at the highest grade levels, and that is why grading and authentication through respected services is critical. The design elements of Liberty coins add to their charm, whether it is the proud portrait of Liberty facing forward or walking confidently toward the sunrise as seen on earlier designs. Liberty represents hope and strength. Collectors appreciate the artistry, the fine hair details, the sharp lettering, the clean fields, and the brilliance that shines under proper lighting. When a 1962D coin retains full mint luster with no major abrasions, it becomes more than currency, it becomes a collectible asset. And in today's market, collectible assets are gaining attention as alternative investments, especially tangible assets like rare coins that combine history, beauty, and scarcity. If you believe you may own a 1962D Liberty coin, the first step is to examine its condition. Look for wear on high points, check the rims, inspect the fields for scratches, and never clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Next, consider professional grading. Authentication adds trust, and trust increases market value. Auction houses and online marketplaces show clear differences in price between raw coins and certified examples. Knowledge is power in numismatics, and serious collectors always study population reports, auction histories, and silver trends. The excitement around Liberty coins continues to grow as new collectors enter the hobby. Social media videos, coin roll hunting, and treasure stories inspire people worldwide to search their collections. The 1962D coin may not always be rare in mintage, but in high grade and exceptional preservation it becomes a prize. And remember, rarity is not just about how many were made, it is about how many survive in top condition today. That is why collectors pay premiums for quality, not quantity, and why even a coin produced in the millions can still command impressive prices decades later. As silver markets fluctuate, the base melt value provides a safety net while collector demand provides upside potential. This combination makes pre-1965 Liberty silver coins especially attractive in uncertain economic times. They carry intrinsic metal value and collectible history in one small disc of metal, and that dual appeal is powerful. Imagine discovering that a coin passed down through generations is not just sentimental but financially significant. That possibility keeps the hunt alive, keeps collectors engaged, and keeps the market moving forward. The 1962D Liberty coin stands as a symbol of the final years before America changed its coinage forever. It is a bridge between eras, a reminder of silver-backed circulation, and a collectible piece that continues to trade actively in today's market. Whether worth its silver melt value or commanding strong premiums in mint state, it remains part of the broader Liberty legacy that includes some of the most beloved American coins ever struck. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the value, history, and market potential of the 1962D Liberty coin, make sure to subscribe to Coins for more powerful stories about hidden treasures, rare finds, and valuable pocket change, because the next coin you check could be more than just change. It could be history, it could be silver, it could be a collector's dream waiting to be discovered. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of American numismatics, the legendary Liberty coins, and especially the mysterious and highly talked about 1968D coin that collectors are searching for across the United States and around the world. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and the possibility that a simple coin in your pocket could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, then this video is exactly for you. Liberty coins have always held a special place in American history. The word liberty itself represents freedom, independence, and the spirit of the United States, and for more than 2 centuries this powerful word has appeared on American coins, from early silver dollars to modern-day cents. When collectors talk about top Liberty coins, they often refer to classic designs like the Morgan Silver Dollar, the Walking Liberty Half Dollar, the Standing Liberty Quarter, and the Liberty Head series. Each of these coins tells a story not only about money but about the history of a nation. Now let's focus on the 1968D coin. Many people believe that coins from the 1960s are too modern to be valuable, but that is not always true. The 1968D penny, minted at the Denver Mint, marked with the small d mint mark under the date, can be worth far more than 1 cent depending on its condition and possible errors. In 1968, the United States Mint was still producing Lincoln cents featuring the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, and The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Even though this coin does not show a full standing Liberty figure, it still carries the powerful word Liberty next to Lincoln's portrait, which connects it to the long tradition of Liberty-themed coinage. The total mintage of the 1968 D Lincoln cent was very high. Over 2.8 billion coins were struck at the Denver Mint. Because of this, most circulated examples are only worth face value. However, the real story begins when we talk about condition, rarity and mint errors. A regular circulated 1968 D penny may be worth 1 cent to a few cents, but an uncirculated example with original red luster graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC can sell for $15 to $40 and even more if it reaches MS67 grade. Some superb gem examples have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction, simply because of their flawless surfaces and bright red color. But the most exciting part comes with error coins. Collectors are always searching for 1968 D pennies with double die errors, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or coins struck on the wrong metal. If a genuine double die 1968 D penny is discovered in top condition, its value can jump dramatically, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on the strength of the doubling and overall preservation. There have also been rare cases where transitional errors or wrong planchet strikes from the late 1960s created coins that are extremely scarce. These kinds of coins can command astonishing prices at auction, and this is where stories of coins worth massive amounts like $787,976.47 capture people's imagination, while a standard 1968 D penny has never sold for that exact amount. The coin market has seen rare error cents and unique specimens from different years sell for extraordinary sums, especially when they are one of a kind and certified in top condition. The key factor that turns an ordinary Liberty inscribed coin into a treasure is rarity, combined with demand and condition. Collectors look for sharp details, full mint luster, no scratches, strong strikes, and verified mint errors. If you believe you have a special 1968 D coin, the first step is never to clean it. Cleaning destroys original surfaces and can reduce value dramatically. Instead, place it in a protective holder and consider having it examined by a reputable coin dealer or submitting it to a grading company. The history of Liberty on American coins dates back to the late 1700s. Flowing hair Liberty, capped bust Liberty, seated Liberty, and eventually the transition to real historical figures like Abraham Lincoln in 1909. Yet the word Liberty has remained on nearly every United States coin as a symbol of national identity. That is why even a small copper cent from 1968 still carries historical meaning beyond its face value. Coin collecting is not just about money, it is about discovery, education, and the thrill of finding something rare in an unexpected place. Imagine searching through a jar of old pennies inherited from family and discovering a high-grade 1968 D with blazing red surfaces and a dramatic mint error that could change your financial situation overnight. This possibility keeps collectors searching bank rolls, estate sales, flea markets, and old collections every single day. The coin market today remains strong, especially for certified high-grade examples, as more people turn to tangible assets. Rare coins continue to attract investors and hobbyists alike. Prices fluctuate depending on economic conditions, precious metal values, and collector demand, but quality rare coins have consistently shown long-term strength. If you want to increase your chances of finding valuable Liberty coins, start by learning grading standards, study images of high-grade examples, understand what mint errors look like, and compare your coins carefully under good lighting using a magnifying glass. Patience and knowledge are your greatest tools. The 1968 D penny may seem common at first glance, but in extraordinary condition or with a rare error, it transforms from everyday change into a collectible piece of American history. And that is the magic of numismatics. Always remember that headlines about coins worth hundreds of thousands of dollars usually involve extreme rarity, unique errors, or historical significance, so realistic expectations are important. However, the excitement of the hunt is priceless, and every coin you examine brings experience and understanding. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and the 1968 D current market value, history, and hidden potential, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because on this channel we uncover the truth behind rare coins, valuable errors, and the real stories that could be hiding in your pocket right now. Keep checking your change, keep learning, and who knows, your next penny with the word Liberty shining beside Lincoln might just be the discovery of a lifetime. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the world of numismatics, the legendary Liberty coins, especially the 1980 issues and their current market value. This is not just about an old coin, this is about history, mystery, rarity, and the possibility of holding something in your hand that could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Many people ignore these coins thinking they are just ordinary pocket change, but collectors know that certain Liberty coins can reach unbelievable prices at auction, sometimes even touching figures like $787,976.46 depending on rarity, condition, mint errors, and historical importance. So stay with me, because this journey through the world of Liberty coins might completely change how you look at your own collection. Liberty coins represent one of the most iconic symbols in United States coinage history. The image of Liberty has appeared on American coins since the late 1700s, symbolizing freedom, independence, and national pride. Over the decades, the design evolved from the flowing hair Liberty to the seated Liberty to the Morgan Liberty and later interpretations. Each version tells a story of its time, reflecting economic struggles, political change, and artistic innovation. When we focus on the 1980 Liberty-related coins, many collectors immediately think about the Susan B. Anthony dollar, which features Liberty in a modern form and was minted from 1979 to 1981 and then again in 1999. Although the design differs from classic Liberty portraits, it still carries the torch of that tradition. The 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollar is one of the most talked about coins among modern collectors because certain mint marks and high-grade examples can command impressive prices, while millions were produced, making most examples common. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with perfect grading from professional services can sell for significantly higher amounts, especially proof versions or coins with striking errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or wrong planchet errors. The difference between an ordinary coin worth a few dollars and one worth hundreds or thousands can come down to microscopic details that only experts can identify. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. Coins graded MS-67, MS-68 or higher by respected grading companies often see dramatic price jumps because very few survive in such flawless condition. Collectors compete fiercely for top population coins, driving auction prices sky high, sometimes surprising even seasoned numismatists. History also influences value. Liberty coins are more than metal, they are witnesses to American history, from economic booms to recessions, from wars to cultural revolutions. Each scratch, each toning pattern, each mint mark tells a silent story. The 1980 era was a time of economic challenge in the United States, with inflation rising and interest rates soaring. Coin production during that period reflects both practical needs and design transitions. Understanding this context adds emotional and historical depth to the coin beyond its face value. Mint marks are another crucial factor in 1980 Liberty coins. You will find coins minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each location using slightly different production methods. Proof coins from San Francisco, especially with deep cameo contrast, are highly sought after by collectors and can bring premium prices at auction if preserved perfectly. Error coins from 1980 are especially exciting because mistakes during minting are relatively rare, and when discovered they create intense demand. Double die obverse coins, off metal strikes, broad strikes, and clipped planchets are examples that can transform a normal coin into a valuable collectible, sometimes selling for hundreds or thousands depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. Now let us talk about the dream scenario. Could a Liberty coin really be worth $787,976.46, while most 1980 coins will never reach that level? Certain rare Liberty Series coins in general have crossed extraordinary price points at major auctions, especially key date coins in superb condition. Coins like rare early Liberty dollars or unique mint era pieces have historically reached six-figure and even seven-figure prices. When rarity meets condition and collector demand, the sky becomes the limit. The coin market today is stronger than ever, with online auctions, global collectors, and professional grading increasing transparency and competition. Platforms allow collectors worldwide to bid against each other, pushing prices higher for exceptional pieces. Social media and video platforms have also played a huge role in educating new collectors, increasing interest in coin hunting and treasure searching. More people are checking their change, more people are visiting coin shops, and more people are realizing that hidden gems could be sitting unnoticed in old jars, drawers, or inherited collections. Preservation is critical if you believe you have A valuable Liberty coin never clean it. Cleaning can destroy original surfaces and dramatically reduce value. Even gentle polishing can turn a potentially high-grade coin into a damaged example worth far less. Always store coins in protective holders. Avoid humidity and handle them by the edges only. Professional grading, though it costs money, can dramatically increase buyer confidence and market value because certified coins carry authenticity guarantees and standardized grading. Understanding supply and demand is key. Millions of 1980 coins were minted, but only a tiny fraction survive in perfect condition. Even fewer have unique errors or extraordinary eye appeal. That is why two coins from the same year can have drastically different values. Knowledge is power in the coin world. Research auction records, compare grading populations, and stay updated with market trends. The more informed you are, the better your chances of spotting true value. Sometimes collectors focus only on older 1800s Liberty coins, overlooking modern issues like 1980, but modern coins in top condition can surprise everyone. Registry set collectors often compete to build the highest graded sets and will pay premium prices for the finest known examples. This competition fuels record-breaking sales. Stories of rare Liberty coins selling for massive sums inspire collectors everywhere. Imagine discovering that a coin you thought was ordinary is actually a rare variety worth thousands or more. This possibility keeps the hobby alive and exciting. The thrill of the hunt, the historical connection, and the investment potential combine to create a powerful passion. Coin collecting is not just about money, it is about preserving history, holding a piece of art, and connecting with generations past. The Liberty design reminds us of the ideals upon which a nation was built: freedom, opportunity, and resilience. When you hold a Liberty coin, you are holding a small piece of that legacy. So what should you do right now? Check your 1980 Liberty-related coins. Examine mint marks, inspect condition, look for unusual features, weigh the coin, measure diameter, compare with trusted references. If something looks different, it might be worth professional evaluation. Even if most coins turn out to be common, the knowledge you gain will make you a smarter collector, and perhaps one day you will encounter that extraordinary piece that changes everything. The market continues to evolve. Precious metal prices, collector trends, and economic shifts all influence coin value. Staying engaged, watching auctions, and learning continuously will keep you ahead in this fascinating world. Thank you for joining Coins on this deep exploration of Liberty coins, their history, their 1980 issues, and their potential market value. If you are passionate about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the stories behind them, make sure to stay connected, because the next coin we explore might just be the one hiding in your collection right now, worth far more than you ever imagined. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in American history, the legendary 1983 Liberty coin, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors, investors, and treasure hunters around the world. This is not just a small piece of metal, this is history, this is mystery, and for some lucky collectors this is serious money. The story begins in 1983 at the Denver Mint, officially known as the United States Mint facility in Denver, Colorado. During this time, millions of coins were produced, but something very important was happening in the background. The early 1980s were a challenging time for the mint. Rising metal prices, changing compositions, and adjustments in production created a perfect environment for rare mint errors and limited varieties to slip into circulation, and that is where the magic begins. The 1983 Lincoln cent, often called a Liberty coin because of the word Liberty proudly stamped on the obverse featuring President Abraham Lincoln, became one of the most searched coins in circulation. Why? Because certain versions of this coin are extremely rare and can be worth far more than 1 cent. In fact, while most 1983 pennies are only worth face value, there are rare error varieties that have sold for thousands, and in extraordinary circumstances collectors speculate values reaching into unbelievable numbers. Now let us understand the coin itself. The 1983 penny features Abraham Lincoln on the front with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1983 with a small d mint mark indicating it was minted in Denver. On the reverse side you will find the Lincoln Memorial design, which was used from 1959 until 2008. What makes 1983 so special is the transition in metal composition. In 1982 the United States Mint switched from mostly copper pennies to copper-plated zinc pennies. However, in 1983 all regular production pennies were supposed to be copper-plated zinc, but here is where things get interesting. A few rare transitional errors have been discovered, including bronze planchets struck in 1983 and dramatic doubling errors. One of the most famous is the 1983 double die reverse. This error shows strong doubling in the lettering, especially in the words 1 cent and United States of America. To the naked eye it may look normal, but under magnification the doubling becomes clear, and dramatic coins with this error in high grade have sold for thousands of dollars at auction, and when collectors hear stories of rare coins selling for hundreds of thousands or even rumors of values like $78,797,645, it creates excitement across the hobby. While realistic market values are typically in the thousands for confirmed rare varieties, the idea that a simple penny could change someone's life keeps treasure hunters searching every day. Let us talk about grading, because condition is everything in the coin market. A 1983 penny in circulated condition is generally worth 1 cent, but if you find one in uncirculated mint state condition, especially graded MS65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, its value can increase significantly. If it also contains a rare error, the price multiplies dramatically. The coin market today is stronger than ever. Online auctions, coin shows, and digital marketplaces have connected buyers and sellers worldwide. Precious metal prices, interest in tangible assets, and the thrill of discovery continue to drive demand. The 1983 Liberty penny remains a hot topic because people are still finding coins in old jars, piggy banks, and inherited collections. Imagine searching through a box of old pennies and discovering a rare double die worth thousands. That possibility is real, and it has happened before. Collectors carefully examine the reverse lettering, looking for clear separation in the letters. They weigh the coin to confirm composition. A standard copper-plated zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams, while a rare bronze error would weigh around 3.1 grams. That small difference can mean the difference between 1 cent and a fortune. Authentication is critical because the market is filled with misinformation. Always verify rare finds through professional grading services before celebrating a massive payday. The history behind the Liberty inscription connects us to American heritage. The word liberty has appeared on United States coinage for generations, symbolizing freedom and national pride. From early large cents to modern coinage, liberty remains one of the most powerful words stamped in metal. When you hold a 1983 penny, you are holding more than currency. You are holding a continuation of a tradition that dates back over 2 centuries. Some collectors even compare the excitement around rare modern pennies to legendary coins like the 1909 SVDB or the 1955 double die penny, because these coins remind us that rare treasures can still be hiding in plain sight. The psychology of coin collecting is fascinating. It combines history, art, economics, and the thrill of the hunt. The 1983 double die reverse is especially attractive because the error is dramatic, visible, and confirmed by major grading services. Auction records show strong demand whenever high-grade examples appear for sale. Prices fluctuate based on condition, eye appeal, and overall market sentiment, but rare examples consistently command premium prices. Could a 1983 Liberty coin ever truly reach hundreds of millions of dollars? Realistically, the current verified market does not support such astronomical numbers. However, extraordinary rarity, unique mint errors, or historical discoveries can push values far beyond expectations. The coin market has surprised collectors before, and it will continue to do so. That is why knowledge is power. Study the diagnostics, learn how to identify genuine doubling, understand mint marks, and always compare with verified examples. For viewers of Coins Channel, this is your opportunity to learn, invest, and maybe even strike it lucky. Start by checking your change. Look closely at every 1983 penny. Use a magnifying glass. Weigh your coins. Store them safely. If you believe you have found a rare variety, consult a professional grader. The market rewards patience, research, and careful preservation. Remember, condition, authenticity, and demand determine value. The 1983 Liberty penny stands as a reminder that even the smallest denomination can carry massive potential. From humble beginnings as everyday pocket change to headline-grabbing auction lots, this coin represents hope, curiosity, and financial opportunity. The current market continues to show interest in error coins, especially well-documented double dies. As more people enter the hobby through online platforms, demand for rare certified pieces increases. If you are serious about coin collecting, educate yourself, stay updated on auction results, and connect with reputable dealers and grading services. The journey of the 1983 Liberty coin is far from over. New discoveries could still emerge hidden in old collections across America. The thrill of finding a valuable coin in circulation keeps the hobby alive and growing. Thank you for watching Coins. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and market insights, subscribe and stay tuned, because your next penny could be worth far more than 1 cent. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember, history might be sitting right in your pocket waiting to be discovered. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious topics in the coin collecting world, the top Liberty coin, especially the 1992 D issue and its current market value history and the shocking numbers that sometimes appear online, like $787,976.44. Is it real? Is it possible? Can a simple coin from your pocket really be worth a fortune? Stay with me because this story is more exciting than you think. The word liberty has appeared on United States coins for more than 2 centuries. Liberty is not just a word, it represents freedom, independence, and the spirit of a nation. From early flowing hair designs to seated liberty to the famous Morgan and P silver dollars, liberty has always been at the heart of American coinage. When collectors say top Liberty coin, they usually mean a coin where the word liberty is clearly visible, strong and high on the design, sometimes in exceptional condition or with a rare mint error. Now let us focus on the 1992 D coin. The letter D stands for the Denver Mint, located in Denver, Colorado. Millions of coins are struck there every year. In 1992, the Denver Mint produced many different denominations, including the Lincoln cent, Washington quarter, Jefferson nickel, Roosevelt dime, and Kennedy half dollar. So what makes a 1992 D Liberty coin special? The answer depends on condition, rarity, errors, and collector demand. Most 1992 D pennies, for example, are worth face value, meaning just 1 cent. However, if you have a 1992 D penny in uncirculated mint state condition, graded MS67 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, the value can jump dramatically. High grade examples are rare because most coins go into circulation and get scratched, worn, or damaged. Condition is everything in the coin market. A small difference in grade can mean hundreds or even thousands of dollars. One of the most famous stories connected to 1992 coins is the close AM variety. Although this is usually associated with the Philadelphia Mint, there is also strong collector interest in rare 1992 varieties. The close AM refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse of the Lincoln cent. In rare cases, the spacing is much closer than normal, creating a collectible variety. Some of these coins have sold for thousands of dollars depending on condition. Now, about the huge number $787,976.44. It is important to understand that extremely high prices are usually connected to one of 3 things: either a unique mint error, a prototype or pattern coin, or a coin in absolutely perfect condition that is the finest known example. In rare auctions held by major houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, a coin can reach unbelievable prices if 2 collectors compete aggressively. Bidding wars can push values far beyond standard price guide estimates. However, for a regular 1992 D coin to reach such a price, it would need to be an extraordinary error, such as a double die, dramatic off-center strike struck on the wrong planchet, or a transitional mint error. These kinds of errors are extremely rare, but when discovered they can transform an ordinary coin into a headline-making treasure. For example, in the broader history of Liberty coins, some pieces have sold for millions. The 1913 Liberty head nickel is one of the most legendary coins in American history, with only 5 known examples. That coin has sold for several $1 million at auction. Another famous Liberty design, the Morgan silver dollar, minted from 1878 to 1921, features a beautiful portrait of Liberty, and certain rare dates like the 1893 S can be worth tens of thousands of dollars in high grades. This shows how the word Liberty connects many valuable coins across generations. So what should you look for in a 1992 D Liberty coin? First, check the overall condition. Is the coin shiny with no scratches, strong luster, and sharp details? Second, examine the mint mark D under magnification. Make sure it is clear and not altered. Third, inspect the lettering, especially Liberty and America. Look for unusual spacing, doubling, or misprints. Fourth, weigh the coin to confirm it matches official specifications. Counterfeit coins do exist, especially when rumors spread about high values. The current market value of a typical circulated 1992 D penny is 1 cent. An uncirculated example may be worth a few cents to a few dollars. A high-grade certified example could reach hundreds. Rare error versions can reach thousands, but a price close to $800,000 would require something incredibly special and verified by professional grading services. Never rely only on online claims. Always verify through trusted coin dealers, grading companies, and completed auction records. The coin market moves based on supply-demand, precious metal prices, and collector interest. Silver and gold Liberty coins often rise in value when metal prices increase. Copper coins like the Lincoln cent depend more on condition, rarity, and collector enthusiasm. Social media has created viral stories of pocket change worth millions. While exciting, many of these stories are exaggerated or misunderstood. Still, the dream keeps collectors searching through jars, drawers, and inherited collections, because sometimes treasures are found. Education is the key. Learn about mint marks, varieties, grading standards, and authentication. When you understand these factors, you can separate realistic values from internet myths. Remember, coin collecting is not just about money, it is about history, art, and connection to the past. Every Liberty coin carries a story of the year it was minted, the economy of that time, and the hands it passed through. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the top Liberty coin and the 1992 D mystery, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Coins, where we uncover the truth behind rare coins, hidden values, and market secrets. Stay curious, keep searching, and always check your change, because you never know when liberty in your pocket might turn into opportunity. Today we are diving deep into the world of top Liberty coins, their history, their 2008 market presence, and their current market value that can reach astonishing numbers like $787,976.43 and even beyond, depending on condition, rarity, and demand. This is Coins, your trusted place for powerful coin knowledge, rare discoveries, and real market insights that can change the way you look at the coins in your pocket. The Liberty design has appeared on many historic United States coins, including the famous Liberty head nickel, the beautiful walking Liberty half dollar, the elegant seated Liberty dollar, and the powerful Morgan dollar, which carries a Liberty portrait that collectors admire worldwide. Liberty represents freedom, strength, and national identity, and this symbolism made these coins timeless collectibles. Let's travel back in time to understand why Liberty coins are worth so much today. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, coins were not just currency, they were art. Designers like Adolph A. Weinman created masterpieces that are still considered some of the most beautiful coins ever produced. The walking Liberty half dollar, introduced in 1916, featured Liberty striding toward the sunrise, wrapped in the American flag, symbolizing hope and progress. Today, high-grade examples of early walking Liberty coins can sell for tens of thousands of dollars, especially rare dates in mint state condition. But what about extremely high values like $787,976.43? Such extraordinary prices usually come from rare varieties, proof strikes, ultra-high grades like MS-67 or MS-68, or coins with historical importance. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries have recorded record-breaking Liberty coin sales over the years. In 2008, the coin market experienced a strong surge because investors were moving toward precious metals during financial uncertainty. Silver and gold prices were rising, and Liberty coins made of silver and gold gained strong demand. For example, rare Morgan dollars in top condition saw significant price growth between 2007 and 2008. Key dates like 1893's Morgan dollar have historically commanded very high prices in top grades. In 2008, a high-grade rare Liberty coin could already reach hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on certification and demand. Fast forward to the current market, Liberty coins remain among the most traded and desired American coins. The value today depends on 5 major factors: rarity, condition, mint mark, historical demand, and precious metal content. Coins graded by Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company often achieve much higher prices because collectors trust certified grades. A Liberty coin graded MS-67 or Proof 68 can multiply in value compared to a circulated example. Now let's talk about some Liberty coins that reached massive numbers. The 1913 Liberty head nickel is one of the rarest coins in American history. Only 5 examples are known to exist. One of them sold for millions of dollars at auction. That shows how extreme rarity can push prices beyond imagination. Even though most Liberty coins will not reach millions, certain dates, mint errors, or perfect condition coins can reach hundreds of thousands. When we compare the 2008 market to today, we see that precious metal trends, collector demand, and online auctions have made the market more global. In 2008, information was limited mostly to coin shows and auction catalogs. Today, digital platforms allow collectors from around the world to compete instantly. This competition increases prices for rare Liberty coins. A rare Liberty dollar that may have sold for $300,000 in 2008 could potentially reach much higher today if demand increases and population reports show limited availability in top grades. The Liberty design also appears on modern bullion coins like the American Silver Eagle, inspired by the Walking Liberty design. Although bullion coins are usually valued for metal content, special editions, low mintage proofs, and anniversary releases can become collectible and gain premium value over time. Investors and collectors both look at Liberty coins differently. Investors focus on silver and gold weight. Collectors focus on rarity and grade. The most powerful combination is when a coin has both high metal value and extreme rarity. That is when we see record-breaking numbers like $787,976.43 or even higher depending on the auction environment. Condition is everything in numismatics. A Liberty coin stored carefully for decades without scratches, cleaning, or damage can be worth 50 times more than the same coin in worn condition. Many valuable coins lose value because of improper cleaning. Professional collectors always recommend never cleaning rare coins. Original surfaces bring premium prices. Historical context also adds value. Liberty coins minted during major American events such as the Civil War era or early industrial expansion carry emotional and historical importance. Collectors love owning a piece of real American history. The Seated Liberty series ran for decades and includes many rare dates and mint marks. Some branch mint issues from Carson City are highly valuable because of lower mintages. The Morgan dollar, designed by George T. Morgan, became one of the most collected coins in the world. Key dates like 1893s are legendary in numismatic circles. High-grade examples certified by PCGS or NGC can cross into six-figure territory. The market today continues to grow because younger collectors are entering through online platforms and social media. Awareness is increasing, and rare coins are seen as alternative investments. Liberty coins remain at the center of this movement because of their beauty, history, and proven record of strong auction performance. If you ever discover an old Liberty coin, check the date, mint mark, and condition carefully. Even small differences can change value dramatically. A rare mint mark such as S or CC can turn a normal coin into a treasure. The difference between 58 Australian dollars and MS63 grade can mean thousands of dollars. Always consult certified grading services before selling high-value coins. The journey of Liberty coins from everyday money to auction legends shows how time transforms ordinary objects into priceless collectibles. From early silver dollars to iconic half dollars and nickels, Liberty continues to represent freedom and financial opportunity. The 2008 market showed strong resilience during financial crisis, and the current market shows even stronger global demand. Rare Liberty coins remain among the safest and most respected collectibles in American numismatics. Their value is not only in silver or gold but in history, scarcity, and collector passion. This is why some Liberty coins reach astonishing prices like $787,976.43 and sometimes much more under competitive bidding. The world of coins is full of hidden stories, and Liberty coins stand at the top as symbols of heritage and high-value opportunity. If you love discovering rare coins, market secrets, and powerful collecting strategies, stay connected with Coins, where history meets value and knowledge turns into opportunity.